Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and tonight I'm going to be doing my weekly makeup basket series, which is where I go through all of the products that I used this past week. I tell you if I like them, give you some mini reviews, just give you thoughts of new and different products that I've been trying. So if you want to see what I've been doing, just stay tuned. So guys, I feel like I have a good mix of a lot of different things. I've really put a lot of new stuff into my basket. So first off, let's talk about nail polish. And I have been really loving this indie nail polish line called Blush Lacquers. This is in the shade Batter Up. It's a really pretty holographic light blue. You can see like there's really just some pretty glitter and hollow in there. It's absolutely gorgeous. I did not get a chance to take a picture of this one. I was so busy I forgot to do it, but it's a really pretty shade. Just been loving blush lacquers. I've been loving indie brands just in general, and I have so many piled up on my floor over here, so stay tuned. There's going to be a ton of like mini indie spotlights with different indie brands because I've been loving them so much. So guys, another new product that I got recently in one of my Becca kits is this Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I have really enjoyed this. This is just a primer that I have used. It gives you a nice luminous glow underneath your foundation, but it's not greasy, it doesn't look greasy, it just gives you a nice light shine, and it just peeks through your foundation. So I believe this was a full size, and it has a pump, which I really like. It's just a really nice product. It's in a glass bottle, so it's very, you know, gotta be gentle with it, but it's really a pretty product. I've enjoyed using this. For foundation, guys, I'm still trying to get through this Fit Me by Maybelline. This is the matte in Poreless version, and I think I've told you guys many times before, I'm just trying to get through this bottle. It's a nice formula, it just is not very long lasting on me, and also it's a pour bottle, and I don't like that. I don't know why I like really need a pump. I don't know why I'm like that, but I just feel like it needs a pump even though it's drugstore. It has a beautiful finish, it just is not long lasting for me, and this is the normal to oily formula, as I am combo skin, and it's also in the shade 120 Classic Ivory, in case you were wondering. It's what I'm wearing today. Another thing that I got in that Becca kit was this Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and this is a really interesting product. I think this one is also full size, and you can see it has a very light peachy kind of, I guess, correcting. It's very thick to me, like it's very sticky. So one thing, I do like it. I mean, it has a really nice peachy shade, which definitely like matches me. It does do some covering. It's just very thick. And one thing about thick under eye, you know, correctors is that you want to make sure that you can set it with a powder so that it doesn't crease or get nasty. I just felt like depending on what powder I used, it would shift around a little bit. It never like set and dried. So that was a little unsettling until I figured out which powder to use. And speaking of powders, we'll go right into that. I use this NYX No Filter or hashtag No Filter finishing powder. This is a newer product from NYX, and mine is in the shade Light Beige 05. This is what I use to set it, and this seemed to work pretty well. Now this is definitely like a nice soft powder. I really like it. Again, I'm wearing it today. It just provides a nice coverage and a nice set for your foundation. I like it decently. I think the color matches me, and it did help with setting that under eye concealer from Becca so that it wouldn't move around on me. So I'm still kind of on the fence about this. Like, I think I like it, but I'm not 100%. I'm still testing it out, but I do like this powder. You have to be a little bit careful. You don't want to cake this on because it might be too much. I use a light to medium hand with it, and I have no problems. So another new product, and one that somebody wanted me to definitely review on this channel, was the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. You guys know I recently hauled this in my last Ulta haul, and this is a really good eye base. It's a very cheap, affordable brand. Essence has a lot of great products. I really need to do like a top 10 favorite Essence products because prior to this year, I never used Essence. I always thought, oh, that's just the cheap little, you know, end cap brand that isn't really that great, but there actually is a lot of really good products for very affordable prices that really work. So this is definitely one. It does provide coverage. It actually has a really white base to it, like very light. So I'm going to show you just so you can see. When you start to blend this out, it actually does, you know, cover up, but it does leave a very light base. So you can see it's definitely much lighter than even my own skin tone. But really, when you're putting shadow over it, it sets, your shadow stays on, it helps your shadow stay on longer. Is it my ride or die? I don't know. I really like my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. That is my ride or die. But I really think this is a very good cheap alternative. I don't think you'll get the amount out of this that you would in a MAC Paint Pot. MAC Paint Pots can last years. I don't think this will last years, but I do think it's a good alternative if you don't need it to last years and you want to try it out. Definitely worth the price. It definitely provides, like I said, that coverage. It kind of whites out that eye area, covers up some of the redness or maybe discoloration you may have, and then again holds your eyeshadow on. So really, really like it. Very pleased with this purchase. So guys, for eyebrows, you guys have been complimenting me on my eyebrows. I have been working on that eyebrow game, and I have a few products that I'm really in love with. I've talked a lot about the Bitsy mechanical eye pencils. Love those. Those are really cheap, $1.49 at Sally's. But what I've been really gravitating towards this week is the e.l.f., and the name has rubbed off, but this is their, I think, Intense Eyeliner or Eyebrow Liner. It is in the shade Neutral Brown, and I love it. Not only does it have a nice spoolie on the end, this is a really nice shade for me. And again, it does a really good job. It's a waxy kind of brown color. I do this first. I kind of draw it through my brows. Then I take the spoolie and I'll brush it through. And then to finish it off, I take my Essence Make Me Brow. Now this is in a new shade. I told you guys they just came out with a shade 3. This is in the shade Brownie Brows. This is actually my perfect brow shade. The other two, one is lighter, it's called Blondie Brows. The other one's called Brownie Brows. This one is Soft Brown or Soft Brownie Brows. And this is what it looks like. It's just kind of a medium shade, which works perfect for me. This thing does 3-in-1. It sets it puts fibers in it to fill it, and it tints it as well. So it's a really cool product, $2.99. Again, another Essence product that I've really been loving, and again, this is my perfect shade, but I use all 3 shades. If I want to do my eyebrows a little bit more intense, I use the dark one. If I want to do them a little bit lighter, I use the light one. It's just kind of whatever preference you're feeling like. And I never really knew that you could do that, really kind of use different tints with your eyebrows to either kind of lighten them or make them more intense or just be your perfect shade. For eyeliner, I went back to this. This is the Essence, again, Essence product. This is the eyeliner pen in its waterproof, and it's just got the blue packaging on it. It has a nice kind of small defined felt tip. And as you can see, it's a really nice black line. You can do thin or you can make it a little bit thicker. I find that it sets and it wears really well throughout the day for me. Again, for another affordable product, if you're looking to keep things really cheap, I have enjoyed this. I find it really easy to apply. If you're new to felt tip liners, it's a really affordable one and it's easy to use. And it wears really well. So guys, for mascara, I tried this out. This is from the This is the Wet n Wild from the new fall line. This lip that I'm wearing is also from the fall line too. I think it's Don't Be a Plum Plum, which I bought it because I thought that name was really funny. And I cannot find the eyeshadow trios to save the life of me. I can't find the eyeshadow trios. I have looked in so many Walgreens. They're gone. The displays have these colored mascaras, which I don't recommend this one. This is actually in the shade bronze. I think this is the bronze one. Does it not even say on here? I'm pretty sure this is in the bronze shade. So let me show you what it looks like. To me, this just comes off like a brown mascara. This does absolutely nothing for my lashes. It just looks like I'm wearing brown mascara. And if you've never tried brown mascara, basically it may slightly improve your lashes, but to be honest, it doesn't really look that intense. Black is what really makes your eyebrows stand out. So for me, this really did nothing. It wasn't a bad mascara, it looks like nothing's there. It doesn't look bronze, it just kind of looks brown and you can't really see it. So I don't really like this. I'm kind of disappointed. I just thought it would be more maybe metallic-like, and it's not. Or at least it doesn't show up on me that way. So I'm still searching for those eyeshadows. You'll have to let me know, did you guys find the fall eye trios? I should have just ordered it online when it was available, but I was like, no, I'll try. I'll go out and I'll look for it. No, not happening at all. Okay guys, this should be a surprise to you because I don't think I've ever talked about this palette on my channel. I actually got this over the holidays last year. My boyfriend bought it for me and I've just kind of kept it in my stash. I don't know why I haven't pulled it out, but I finally pulled it out. This is one that I had lusted over for years but would not pay the $54 that it is. I love it. I do love it. It's a beautiful palette. I love Urban Decay Naked Shadows. They give you a little brush in here. I haven't really been using that, but you guys can see this shade right here I have been killing. And I also love this matte shade, and they're purple matte shades, like light pink and purple. Let me swatch them for you. Trick is this beautiful, like shimmery rose gold shade. I love it a lot. It's just a really, really gorgeous, gorgeous color. Woo! Very, very pretty. And then this is Limit. This is one of my favorite crease shades. It's just kind of that like that light purple or pink. And this is called Nooner. I use this one to deepen up my crease. Now the one thing I will say about this palette, while it has a lot of really, really beautiful shades, it doesn't have a brown, and it really, really needs either a dark chocolate brown or a light medium tone matte brown for crease, because if not, your eye look really does start to look very, very heavily pink or very, very heavily purple. And I know that's the point of having like a rose gold palette, which rose gold is like my favorite color, I get it, but I do think to make this completely like multi-use, I really think it's missing that brown. It has too many to me of these like kind of darker gray shades or darker taupe shades. I really think they should have taken one of these and just made it a dark brown or a medium brown. But I do love it. I'm continuing to use it. I've used it all week. I am a big fan, and of course I've got multiple palettes to supplement this, but I do think that's missing to make this, to me, a complete palette, and that's just my opinion. But it is beautiful, and the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I like how it like snaps together and it's not going to come apart. So really, really have been having fun with it, finally pulling it out. So two other Essence products for my eyes that I've been using in conjunction with that Naked 3 palette, or Naked 3, it is Naked 3. These are so good. These are like eyeshadow bases, but they're kind of like creamy. This first one is in the shade Light Me Up. It's this nice little kind of like white one. I use this as like an inner corner highlight. It's just kind of like a white cream. It doesn't really have a lot of like, it has a slight reflecting powder, but it's just really subtle. It's just a nice pop of white. But this one, this is like holy grail status. This is called Peach Perfect, and it's just this gorgeous kind of like rosy shade. It is such a pretty color on the eyelid, and you could even wear this by itself. I mean, it's so chrome-like and reflective and just absolutely light pink perfection. It works really, really well with that palette. I mean, you can just see that color. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you can see I've used it a lot. Even though the tip broke off of it initially, I've still used it really a lot. And I love it. I think these are great shadows, and they crease, they hold your eyeshadows on as well. So they're really, really, really good. So guys, let's talk lips. I got these two NYX Plushy shades. They're new, or plush shades. They're gel lipsticks. I got Nude Beach, and I got, this is Breakup. And I really, really like them. They're kind of like nude. This one's a very nude shade, the Nude Beach. Swatch it for you. It's super creamy, super opaque. Love how they feel on the lips. And this one, Breakup, is just a little bit darker. I wore this one today. It's a little bit more to me like fall-esque, getting into fall tones, but really have enjoyed these. They're really easy to use. They wear nicely on the lips, and like I said, they were new and I wanted to try them out, and I like them. I don't necessarily like how they smell. They smell funky to me, I will say that, but it doesn't bother me. It goes away, and I don't really smell it when it's on my lips. Next up is another new lipstick and lip pencil that I got. I am really in love with these new NYX Suede lip pencils, or matte lip liners to be specific. I got this one in the shade Soft Spoken, which matches the Liquid Suede lipstick Soft Spoken. So I love that they are shade matching their colors to their liners. These liners are very gel-like. They work really, really well. They don't tug on your lips. They're really, really soft and creamy, and they do a good job holding on these matte lipsticks, which dry down They're very, very nice. They have a really, really big wand, but I think they're really pretty shades. They're very, very opaque and really gorgeous. This Soft Spoken shade, I've really loved doing this combo. Really, really pretty. It's a nice dark to me, like very fall, but getting into like a dark fall, I guess, esque type of mood. I'm liking that transition into darker mauves and darker nudes. So I really like Soft Spoken. I think this is just a really pretty color combo, and I love the lip liner. These are something that I think I'm going to probably purchase more of because I love that they match the shades, and I love that they're just really comfortable to wear. That's my one complaint about a lot of lip liners is they're very difficult for me to put on and difficult to wear. So I love these. An oldie but a goodie, I've gone back to my Benefit Roller Lash. This has been my mascara of the week. It's very simple and it doesn't give you like a ton of volume, but it gives you nice lengthened lashes, which to me works very well in a professional environment, which is where I am most of the day anyway. It's got a nice curve, and I believe these are kind of like rubber nubs, and just does a really great job of kind of curling up those lashes like it says. Gives me that length and provides me that nice black tone to them. So they don't look like super volumized, but you know, I don't need volumized every day, just some days. Next up, guys, I have been very impressed. I got this product for free in an e.l.f. order. It just came in as a perk. This is the e.l.f. Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer, and it reminds me really a lot of the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. I think the Butter Bronzer is better, but the Butter Bronzer is also $13. It smells gorgeous. It's beautifully packaged. This doesn't have a smell. It's not necessarily got any fancy packaging, but I do think the tone and the consistency, the color are very, very similar. It's a super, super soft and creamy bronzer. It's very light, and I think for people that are lighter skin toned, it's one of those that it's light enough where you can build it and build it, but you're not going to overdo it, which I think is really important for beginners. Or if you just want to bronze yourself up and you don't want to worry about like having a heavy hand with it, you won't mess this up. So I really, really like it, and I think it's very comparable, especially because the price point on this is going to be a lot cheaper than your Physicians Formula one, even though I do love that one and I do recommend that one. But if you're really, really on a budget, get the Sun-Kissed one from e.l.f. I don't think you'll be disappointed, especially if you have more light skin tones. I think this will work really well. So guys, for highlighter, we have another Essence. This basket has been very Essence. I feel like last week was very Tarte. This week is very Essence. This is their Pure Nude Highlighting Powder. And I was really, really worried that this was not going to work out for me. This is called Be My Highlight. I think they only have one. And when you look at it in the pan, when I got it, I had ordered it online. I thought it was going to be, you know, more shiny, more glowy. It looks very, very natural. It's also very soft to the touch. And it doesn't really look like much, you know, on the finger. There's just a very subtle glow. But I have to say, when you wear this, it's probably one of the most natural highlighters I've ever used. It has a light, to me, kind of champagne shift. It's very light, very creamy, but it's subtle. It is definitely, I think, a highlighter for people that aren't looking for that bling bling. Like if you like those skin frosts from like Jeffree Star, you probably aren't going to want this, because this is more of your everyday natural girl highlight. It's affordable, again, Essence product, but it is a nice subtle highlight if you're looking for something just more natural, but you still want a little highlight. That's what I would describe this as. And I do like it for those days that I don't want to be blinging off the moon or blinging off the sun. It is a nice product. Okay guys, and also from that Becca set, I have been loving my Becca, a lot of Becca products. This is their mini blush in the shade Snapdragon, which I am in love with. I'm wearing it today, and I can make this darker, I can wear it light, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous kind of like dark pink, but it's definitely, it's kind of like a pinky red. I don't know if it's showing up in the camera, but it actually looks really bright when you're looking at it in the pan. And it is a very pigmented blush, so you can kind of blend this out, you can sheer it out, you can build it up, you can kind of do what you want. I find it to be extremely wearable. Like I said, I kind of packed it on for this video because the lights are always super bright on me, but I like it. It's soft, it's very creamy, it's nice, and it wears really well throughout the day, so I really appreciate that. Becca does make some good products. They are pricey, but I really wanted this mini blush, so I'm so happy I finally have it. And the last lip product we're going to talk about is this EOS lip balm that I bought because I saw it in a Britney Spears music video. This is one of their newer ones, and it's got an actual like color to it. It's got this like light pink shade, which is kind of cool actually, because it does show up on your lips, and you can actually put this on top of other lipsticks and it actually it'll show up pink, but it's really subtle. It's very moisturizing. I like that it has a subtle color to it. To me, it's better than the average ones that don't. They're just clear. I like this. It's definitely one of those when I'm not really trying very hard, I just want some moisture to my lips and I just want a slight tinge of color, or if I want to add it on to a lipstick I'm already wearing, it just provides some moisture, and it's really nice and soft. And I really like the packaging. I think that's really what sold me. It looks so much more like, I don't know, like edgier than their other little EOS lip balms, which are all cute and they're all pretty colors, and this one's like, yes, I'm gonna be different. But I don't know, it just attracted, can't speak. I was attracted to it, so I bought it. And guys, I think that is gonna be it for our makeup basket this week. We went through quite a lot of products. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll be happy to chat with you guys there, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.